Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. Oh, hell no.
Hi guys, it's Yoni and I'm back with another video. So if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up if you would like for me to do more reactions. But in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to 8 at the Table. Now this video was titled, Should a Rich Man Pay for His Ex-Girl's Car and Bills? So before we dive right into today's video, this video is sponsored by Teamiblends. So I have been using Teamiblends Superfoods, their green option, which is basically you get all of your greens in. You can make green smoothies. You can use it however you would like. And I'm going to give you a short little demonstration here. But I needed this. I needed it prior to my vacation and I'm using it after my vacation. I wanted to use the product for at least 30 days to really give you an accurate review. Now I will be demonstrating this smoothie routine that I created, my ingredients that I use and things like that to make a decent smoothie to where you could just get your green ins. I'm all about getting the greens in. People think keto is about eating a bunch of fat. It's really about eating as many vegetables as you possibly can to have a very successful weight loss, or if you're just trying to maintain your weight. Even if you're not keto, say you're low carb like me right now, I'm low carb because I've been taking honey to get used to the pollen here in Houston. So my allergies have been really bad, so I went back to low carb. So I recommend this over the tea. I would promote this over the tea any day. This will keep you so regular and it can help improve your skin. So I recommend this. I used to take Super Greens, I think the GNC brand, and to be honest, I like this one better because I feel like the taste isn't as bad. But then again, the way I made it, you shouldn't be able to taste the green at all. Maybe a little bit, but not too much to where it's overpowering to where you don't want to drink it. Now, the only thing I did not show in this video was the fact that I did sweeten it a little bit and I used stevia to do that. If you're low carb, you can put honey in it. You can create your own smoothie, but this is a great way to get your greens in. And if you are on a weight loss journey or just a health journey, or you're just trying to maintain your weight, you're trying to get your greens in for the day, this is the way to do it. So let's go ahead and get into this sponsorship and then I'll be back for my reaction video.
So I had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, you know, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, you know, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget, then what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend. I was fucking you.
Yeah, but I was fucking. Yeah, but I personally feel like no, I'm not moving.
But see, what he did was this though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Right.
You understand? So let me go to. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bills. Now I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But
no, it's just I'm not moving. You're gonna have to deal.
Let me tell you something. And go ahead and unfollow. Go ahead. It's okay. I can handle it. See, this is the issue with young women today. You think just because you're the girlfriend, you spreading your legs, that you have some type of, I don't know, entitlement when you're still single legally. See, if she was the wife, he would have to continue taking care of her with the lifestyle that he introduced her to. When you're just a girlfriend, that's all you are. So if he moves on to someone else, you're going back to where you were. Now, to me, a smart woman would do this. She would have been building some things on the side to set herself up to where if things didn't work out and he decided to go and move on and do his own thing, she would have had these things that she created when he was taking care of her to be able to sustain the lifestyle that he introduced her to. But see, she was too busy out here probably flossing on Instagram, not saving any of the money that maybe she was making on the side, not really doing nothing with it, especially when you're just a girlfriend and you really don't have anything but common laws that you have to rely on. You're just a girlfriend. So this sense of entitlement with being the girlfriend does not make sense to me. It does not make sense to me at all. And it's just interesting how she feels so entitled. Like, it's the entitlement when you don't really have a leg to stand up on because you're just the girlfriend. And recently with DMX, I think his girlfriend, his longtime girlfriend, I think common laws failed her recently. And I haven't really looked into it, but DMX's girlfriend, his longtime girlfriend, even the common laws couldn't even help her after his death. So I feel like women today are leaning too much on this girlfriend title, when in reality, it doesn't mean anything. Not legally. It's not gonna back you up in court. It's just, it's just not, sis. This is why marriage is important. If you really want financial security, if you really want stability in your life, then you need to aim for marriage, not just sleeping with a guy and being okay with being the girlfriend. Because now she feels some type of way, and the reason she feels some type of way is because she was giving this man her body, she was investing her time, she was doing all of these things, and now she doesn't even have anything to show for it, not even a car that she can afford probably, because she didn't do her job as a woman, which was only settle for financial security and stability. And the only way you're truly going to get that is through marriage. So, giving up your body, that was a choice that you made. Allowing a man to have wifely benefits while he can up and leave you at any point in time, and then you have to go back to the lifestyle that you had before, that's a choice that you made. That is a choice. So if he's no longer with you and you were just a girlfriend, he doesn't owe you anything. He doesn't owe you anything. It's sad because even when you played the role as girlfriend, you were never thinking long term. And that's what I don't understand about women today. You think of the moment, you think of now, but you're not thinking, oh, if I get pregnant, what school will my kids go to? What house would I live in? What neighborhood will they grow up in? Will they have a backyard? These are things you should be thinking about as a grown woman. But when you have a little girl mentality, the only thing you're worried about is a bag, shoes. You're not thinking long-term like healthcare, pension plans, retirement. You're not thinking long-term like, how can I sustain this lifestyle that he introduced me to? And I had women on my last video in my comment section trying to make it seem like I'm not here for black women in luxury. No, I'm here for it. But are you the type of woman that can sustain that lifestyle once you get it? Or are you just blowing through everything because it's going good right now? You're in this honeymoon phase and he's taking care of you and everything's great. But when things go bad, are you still going to be good though?
If not, go see what's out there.
So then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you basically?
If you want to live like this, it's called being with me.
Okay, so then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle. My lifestyle is now contingent. My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you?
He said, you should get married, Jazz. It's long term. It's long term. You have got to think long term. If you are not out here thinking long term, then what are you doing? This is...
Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me. Like, or I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin.
Girl, that is your responsibility. That is your responsibility. That is your responsibility. That is what being a grown woman is. She has a very little girl mentality. Like, she has like this little daddy daughter girl mentality, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. She gonna say that takes time. Okay, well, that should have been something you should have been thinking about. And if he wasn't trying to marry you, then you should have moved on or had someone else that you had a lineup of other men waiting. Like, what are we doing? This is a choice. She wants to place blame on man, but in reality, it's her. You're the problem. If your life was not something that you could sustain after you guys didn't work out, you need to look in the mirror. You can't look at nobody but yourself. She could have started an Instagram boutique, something. And that's one thing, listen, that's one thing that I can say about whether you like it or not, these Instagram rapper baby mamas, they out here creating something to where once that man got done with them, they still had something going for themselves. Ari Fletcher is one, Jada Waiter is another, even Little Miss Golden, she had stuff going on. So it seems like she just seems entitled though. And it doesn't surprise me that this is a privileged, a preference, making these claims and saying these things. You will never see a black woman with this type of mentality. And if you do, it's very rare. It's very, very rare. But I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised that she has this mentality. Most black women, they understand what struggle is. And so because if they get to a certain level and they're introduced to a certain lifestyle, they're like, I'm not trying to struggle again. What do I need to do to make something of myself to where I don't have to go back down to where I started or where I came from?
Dumb things. I'm gonna ruin your car. I'm gonna trash the house.
Sponsor you until you move on.
Not until I move on, but give me, until I
more time.
And then when I'm sitting in that house and another man is paying the things out.
Do you see him as a provider? Don't be putting that on no man. And I didn't know about this video. Like every man they meet, oh, I love your apartment. We gotta move. Why? Because you felt here before.
So I look at it in two ways. So I personally feel like that person has taken me from one space or level in my life to another. So I'm forever grateful. And I also, in the same note, feel like if I was to ever be in the space that I could repay in any way, shape, or form, that I would. You know what I mean? But and the other side of me is like, you can't take it back anyway, so it doesn't matter because you've already placed me at this space. So it's like, yeah, unless you want me to fake be with you to keep my shit, then let's just be friends, and it didn't work, and that's that. But you gotta continue to, your credit is gonna get messed up. I don't know.
But he continued paying it.
He did continue. He's
still paying it.
Yeah.
And you with another lady.
Yeah. It's been like I've been with my guy maybe like going on 1 year, and he's been paying my.
But I would love to meet your guy.
Right.
I would really love to meet him because those men are weird.
I know.
And when I'm sitting in the house and another man is paying the things out, I gotta question him.
Facts.
There's no man here that's gonna be like, I just don't know him. That's like.
Unless he's a bum.
That nigga's you know you got a man here?
Yeah, but
Like, nah, we gotta get
I gotta.
He knows.
No, I gotta. They both. Everybody know everything.
Oh,
Everybody.
nice. Yeah.
But what was your question? I'm sorry.
My thing is, what kind of man? Is there no dress?
Is my man?
I mean, obviously he's okay with it.
My man feels like while we have this opportunity, let's stack our bread. So when when it's
like you, that's why y'all together. That's what that is.
I don't know.
Okay, this girl, okay. Personally, I wouldn't be okay with my current man that I'm with being okay with the fact that another man is doing what he's supposed to do. That's a red flag, okay? That sounds like a bum to me, because why would he even be okay with that? Why would he even be okay with that? Like, that's just weird to me. How do you even know he's your boyfriend? How do you even know he can even take care of you in that way? That is just weird. But okay, let's continue to hear what else she has to say.
I was trying to come
I
out.
wasn't sneaky, because if I was sneaky, I would have stayed with
No,
him.
I'm not sneaky like you're hiding.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is your man is on some like, oh, if that nigga gonna pay the rent, then we gonna come up with him. So
Right.
I mean,
and he thinks that nigga is a sucker.
yeah, my man does think that. He thinks that, but I don't think that. No,
And then he
that's
living
like-
with you.
I feel like if it was look, so like I have a son. If my son was well off and he decided to put a woman in a car, I would feel like that's disrespectful for you to take. You should have never put that woman in that car. That's how I feel. And I raised
put money in that car.
then he should have thought that in the budget from day one when he.
Honestly, I felt like that only makes sense when that was his wife, not a girlfriend. My son is not going to be out here funding a woman's life when he didn't even marry her. They're not together. They're not married. Does he have a child with her? Because that's the only way it would ever make sense to me. But outside of children and marriage, I don't see why he would be funding her life like that. And then you're with a man that's living off of another man. Like, this is just, I guess. I mean, okay.
Initially got the car, you know what I mean? Because
Break some niggas hard by cheating. Remember, I said cheating is the
cheating
only
is
reason.
different. No, cheating is different.
Oh, right, yeah.
Cheating is different. I feel like if someone cheats on you, then yeah, you should take the stuff away because they're being sneaky. They're using you. You know, they're using you. But if you're open about things, like I was in this relationship where it just wasn't working, but we remained friends, and he was still paying that during our friendship. And then maybe like 5 months later, I got with my guy. You know, you're not gonna stop.
I never seen a man before and kind of was like, why don't you just pay this shit so we don't gotta worry about him? Like,
Right.
Like,
Just get him out of here.
But you don't have. Neither have given me an issue to where I had to feel like that. You know what I mean? So it's not like that man has ever placed me in a space like the guy that pays my bills or pays whatever. He's never told me like, yo, you gotta figure this out.
Do
You know what I
see
mean?
when you see a man,
Right.
you see him as a provider.
No, how can you?
Providing for you.
Right. How
In
can
every
he?
other way, like providing for me, like what? Just our home.
I mean, like,
Providing.
what's more important to you right now? Your boyfriend or the one that's paying for your shelter?
They play different roles in my life. You know what I mean?
Money in
I mean,
the
obviously, no, like my man is my man. Like I'm gonna put him above anybody.
How can you do that if another man is paying your bills?
So respectfully, right? Just because we're not judging at all. Ideally, yes, I've dated a guy who was very wealthy. When we separated, he was still paying the bills, right? Under the contingent and the understanding that I'm not fucking with nobody else. So I hid that I was in another relationship for a while. Did I ever discuss with the other significant other that this man was still paying the bills? Like, yes. But you know what happened eventually? Eventually he said, yo, if you're gonna be with me 100%, you gotta move out of that apartment. Whatever attachment you have to
Facts.
man, you gotta wrap that up. Or
Facts.
you're saying to me that you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, which is a bad analogy because if it's my cake, I can eat it, right? All of it. But the thing about it is, it's like who's getting your? He still has a piece of you.
Facts.
So now I have to decide what kind of future I want with this other man. Is he just something to fly by night? I'm having a good time because if that's so, then I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too. I'm gonna keep this one paying my bills, which is lovely, and this other one doing whatever role he plays. But if I'm trying to take it to the next level, then at some point
You gotta cut that off.
to a man's house and that bed is already there before I got there. We gotta get in furniture, so
And that's all I'm saying. Like, okay, that's great and everything, but how it's the fact that her man is living with her and is aware of the fact that another man is paying the bills. And you know, for me, I feel like men associate their finances with their emotions. You know, if they have bad finances, they're not easy to deal with. So for this other man to be paying her bills, he is emotionally still attached to her, because if he wasn't, he would not be paying her bills. And the fact that this other man isn't really taking care of her and contributing, but understands and knows about this other guy that is, it's just a red flag all around the board. Like, it's just a red flag all around the board for me. And I feel like she has too much entitlement for a woman that was just the girlfriend. Like, you weren't his wife. You didn't have his baby. So it's just weird how she has this entitlement to her when she was just a girlfriend. And this situation is a very rare one. Most men wouldn't be funding your life if things just did not work out. And I don't feel like he should. He's not obligated to legally. So I don't understand why she has this entitlement mentality when in reality, they were not married.
It's gonna be a new mattress and everything. I don't know what mattress you've been sleeping on. My dad passed away, right? And my mom moved on. This is like super personal. And my mom moved on, and it caused a strange relationship between the two of us because how I found out she moved on, the man was staying in the house that my father passed away in. He was sleeping in the bed that my father had slept in for years. And so it caused so much hurt to me because I said, what man still wants to sleep in the bed that this man was humping and
Facts.
and they had babies and shit. I felt like I would have respected him. I can't control who my mother moves on with. I can't change that dynamic. He'll never be my father. But respectfully, I felt like if he had any long-term plans with my mom,
Facts.
he would have said, listen,
let's get a place.
And I can't move in this house. We can get our own.
I mean, all right. I mean, now look, I was with you. A holiday.
Yeah.
The man met your beautiful mother. God bless both of them. Why does a man have to buy a whole new damn house? Let's not go. All right, let's not go. Like, let's not over. Let's be realistic. If I meet a woman that has a beautiful condo that her man has bought her, and I walk in there, the last thought on my mind is like, oh shit, she was getting fucked in here. I bought a whole new condo. I'm not doing that. I ain't a real nigga. I'm gonna go in there and say, damn, old girl, this bitch. And I'm gonna try to add to the spot, like, a new mattress, you know, maybe.
I really feel like a man wouldn't be okay with that. I'm not even okay with it as a woman. Like, if I had a man and I know about all the different women that he was dealing with back in the day, I don't want to stay in his house. I'm not living there. I will keep my own space. I refuse to permanently share space with a man that was out here sharing the same space with other women. I just think that's weird. It makes me uncomfortable, and it's because I don't really feel like that's my space. But then also, I don't even want to move in with the man because I don't want to feel like, oh, I have to fit into his space. And I feel like, why would a man be okay with forcing himself to fit in a woman's space? Why not go create our space together and do it that way? This is my opinion. These are the things that I want for myself. I really don't see myself sharing a space with a man that was sharing this same space with other women. Like, I just don't like that idea. Cars are different. It's not your nest. It's not your place of peace. Your car is not your place of peace, but your home is. And I just wouldn't be comfortable sharing a space permanently with a man that was sharing it with other women. I just don't like that. So we would have to get our own place together. I wouldn't even want him to move into my space and share space with me. I would want us to go out and find space together that we can call our own. So no, I don't like that. And that's me being realistic. That is me being realistic.
Some bigger TVs.
That's what we did.
I'm gonna spice it up, but it's like, y'all put so much pressure on men financially. It's like, that's just too much pressure. So if I meet a girl and she comes to my house, right? Should that girl feel like, well, I'm fucking you now, Marco, and this bed has been used and abused probably, buy a new mattress. That to me is like, girl, you are doing a bit much. I get you. No, that's different. Don't buy me a gift though. Don't have this girl out here watch this video. Like, every man I meet.
Are you gonna take the bed back when you break up?
Every man I meet.
He can have it.
Every man I meet has to buy me a new mattress. Don't be putting that on no man. And don't have this girl watch this video.
I think he's being a little extreme. I felt like it made sense when it came to her mom because that was her marital bed. I wouldn't share a marital bed or a mattress. We would have to go out and get a new mattress if my husband now was out here taking down women on his bachelor pad mattress. But I'm thinking more long-term marriage. I'm very marriage minded, so I understood what she meant when she said, why not go out and get a new mattress if this was a mattress that you shared with your husband and now he's no longer your husband? So now you got this man coming in and laying up on the mattress. Now, if it's just a fling and it's just a sexual relationship, I don't see anything wrong with that. But to move in a more serious direction, like taking it to the next level and the next step, I do feel like you guys should go out and change that mattress, because if he had other women on the mattress, that eventually will become your marital bed. So it's like, why would you want to share your marital bed, your marital mattress? He had other women on it. I don't like that idea. I feel like he's being on the more extreme side. I'm noticing that a lot of these people on this show, they're not marriage minded. They're more like girlfriend, boyfriend minded. So yeah, that doesn't make sense to go out and get a whole new mattress. But if you're married and you're creating your marital bed, it does make sense to get a brand new mattress.
Every man they meet, oh, I love your apartment. We gotta move. Why? Because you felt here before. No, that's not realistic. I took it like you said that your mom's boyfriend. Maybe your mom has to be at least 50. Alright? So let's just say a 50-year-old man should have to buy a new house for a new woman. You have a house, you've been blessed with a house. I'm dating you, we're gonna make this our house, and I'm gonna add to it, help with the bills and be a part of your house.
But the man is no longer, listen, hold on, but the man.
This is why I don't believe in shacking up.
Isn't still paying the rent there? Isn't still paying the mortgage there? Isn't still contributing to the household being a household?
Thank you.
Facts.
That's
what I'm talking about.
That's bum energy.
Every man that meets a woman that has a house, a home, does not have to feel like I have to upgrade the whole house, new sheetrock, and no, that's too much. It should be, listen, I had a husband before I met you, and he took care of me in this house. As my new man, let's come through and help do the same thing. But as far as him saying, oh, the house, that's pressure that men don't need and don't have.
She said a mattress.
What I mean, he has to put up all the money to move us into a new place,
Right.
a new space. What I mean is, for example, my man now, his apartment already existed with him, and he had one with him and his baby moms at one point. He's like, come stay with me. I don't want to stay there.
Right.
Sure.
Or whatever, call it what you want. I'm gonna stay in my place, and you stay at yours.
Facts.
And we find a place mutually for us to live in together. We get a place together.
Facts.
What?
It's not fully extra, because I know I left my relationship, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I will not move a man in my place.
Thank you.
Another place. I don't want men in that bed with me, because that's my ex and that's our environment. So I probably get new furniture if I'm gonna move a man in or go to somewhere else. Because my ex is in that apartment, so I wouldn't feel comfortable having my new man in that bed at all. That's my. I gotta jump.
If my man had a mansion, and I don't care if he did the Playboy bunny lifestyle, I'm moving in that bitch. I don't care. Tell me what happened.
I think y'all up here, right? And look, and I love y'all, but I think y'all up here with big cat.
I have a question. What if, like, I didn't say like the whole story from the beginning, but like I was dating this person for like 4 or 5 years, and in the first 2 years, I supported myself, but also helped them build their business. And this, like, I dedicated all my space and time and everything to their personal business. And I ended up getting them like a $50,000 loan. I ended up doing like a whole bunch of things that set them up to be in the space where they were able to make $3,500, let's say, a night on their space or whatever. So then that's at the second year. I was probably like 23, 24 years old when I did that. So then when the person got me the car and the apartment and everything, I was like 27, but our relationship was already like dying off. We were like friends, but you know what I mean? And to this day, he pays for it. So does it make it different that I helped him become more established or get into a space where those bills are able to be paid off because I helped him get
It is different.
Together that way. When you say it that way, it
Right.
is because now he feels entitled. There's entitlement now. He feels entitled that he owes you, just like you said. If you were in this relationship and you owe him so much, when you got your first big check, you're gonna give him some money because you're like, thank you.
Yeah, great.
That's what he's doing for you. Right. He's saying, how thank you for helping set me up. Without this, I wouldn't have this. And for that, I don't care that you're dating somebody else. I just want to make sure you're straight.
Right.
I want to make sure you're okay. That is a different narrative.
mention.
Facts.
Yeah. So that's like the full story from
That
the
man,
beginning.
he's not her.
Well, girl, that makes sense, but she tried to make it seem like he was just funding her life and that was it. But if she was helping him in the beginning, he still feels obligated to assist her based off of her helping her in the beginning. That makes sense, but I still question her man, though. I still question her man, because it's like, what man would be okay with that? What man would ever be okay with that? But if she was helping him build what he has established to be successful today, I don't see anything wrong with that. But however, it would make more sense that he wouldn't pay for her condo. It would make more sense that he would be paying towards a home or a house for her so that she can have a real investment. But just rent, I don't know. I really don't like that, but I guess. But now I'm starting to see the full picture. Before, she was coming across very entitled and it just didn't make sense. But see, the thing with her is that her situation is very rare. Most men would not go for that. Most men don't even live up to their word when they tell you, I got you later if you got me now. So it's just, she's one of the lucky ones. You know, I guess it makes sense. It makes sense that he still wants to look out for her because of what she did for him to get to where he is today. Like, that makes sense. But it's very rare that men take care of you like that. It's very rare.
He's not her.
He's not her. He's not her.
Yeah.
I'm like indifferent on that. It's like tough. It's like, yo, I want to have fun. I'm a guy. So, oh, you bring it in. I'm a dude. You bring in another chick when I have fun. But I think, in my opinion, it waters down all the union a little bit because you want to go dip off and have fun. I would say maybe that can be a once in a while thing, but then it becomes too consistent, too constant. It kind of waters it down, and there may be some fun without me knowing after a while. I'm gonna be like kind of extra out of the situation that they doing their own thing without me getting that phone call, and they will have supposed to be like a union type thing. They can get sloppy, you can get messy.
I'm saying, like, when your girl mentions the word girlfriend, like she's trying to bring a girl into, like, to be serious, that's a red flag. There's no girl who truly love you
For who you are.
Love for a whole nother person. And no matter how much you laying it down, and how much you coming through, bringing a food in, you know, feeding both of them, and showering with gifts, that female bond will always win. So, you at work and you're not there, a bus and move, they're in the house, chilling, doing girl shit, and you will lose that battle.
That's facts.
You for another girlfriend to date with y'all, that's a red flag. She wants pussy. She wants love. Indulge in that.
So I'm gonna talk from experience, and I've been there. I've been in a relationship with a guy, and I'm bisexual, so I like women too. And this particular female made me feel almost close to how my man felt.
Ooh.
At least. Sometimes better sexually, sometimes.
Ooh.
And I expressed this to him that let's have a girlfriend. I want the girlfriend, and when it comes to lesbian sex, it's totally different. It's totally different.
I'm sure it's more sensual.
Me and a woman,
Sensual.
it's more about enjoying her body, enjoying conversation, and enjoying those things. It's really not about penetration. With a man, he's like trying to stick it in. He's like, I gotta stick it in. To get pleased, to relieve the stress, to whatever, I gotta stick it in. But for us, we can do all those things without any penetration. You understand what I'm saying? Just the way she touched me, the way she kissed me, the way our conversations, sleeping next to her, those things. So introducing that into the relationship, he was like, okay, my man doesn't want two women until he's seen how she would look at me. Until he's seen sly things she would say, like, I really love her. One day he called us on the phone with each other and heard both of us telling how much we love each other. He was so hurt, and I couldn't understand. I'm like, what man doesn't want to fuck with two bitches? He broke it down to me and says, I was cool with us having fun with her. The moment you wanted her to be a part of our relationship, I have a problem. Because there's no way you can be in love with two people at the same time. And two, there's no way I'm doing all that I'm doing and I'm going to listen to you tell another woman you feel the same way about her that you feel about me. It's just weird. It's disrespectful. It speaks volumes to what you think about our relationship. I didn't understand it for a long time. I'm still partially still trying to understand it because it's like, well, why can't we all just be happy together? To him, he's
never that easy.
100% of me if I continue to date this woman.
I would say it's to each his own. I'm not bisexual, so when I did introduce my ex to another woman, you know, in our situation when we went away to Miami for his birthday, he found it weird. I didn't want to participate. I just wanted to see because I'm into voyeurism, so I like to watch. So I just wanted to see his reaction, how he would feel with another woman doing certain things to him. He did not like that at all, and I think it's just an ego thing. Some men are not comfortable with their woman being around. I mean, I'm not gonna say it like that. Some men are not comfortable with their woman being around another woman.
Sharing their woman is the idea.
Yeah.
The real problem is sharing your woman, whether it's with another woman, with another man, it's another person. Another person is sitting here basically saying that this person is getting 100% of you the way I'm getting, and they don't deserve that. And so I gotta split my feelings and my time with you. Yes, ideally he would love to wake up to 2 bad bitches, sucking and fucking him all day, but that is not what we're talking about. We're not just talking about a threesome, we're talking about actual relationships.
So that was a very interesting video, interesting topic. I felt like the way she went viral online, and I'm glad I watched the full video, they tried to make it seem like she was just a gold digger. You know, they tried to make it seem like she was a gold digger, but he was trying to return the favor because she took out a loan to help him start a business. It ended up becoming very successful, and so I'm pretty sure that was probably the underlying agreement, verbal agreement, that he would look out for her if it was a success. And so he's basically paying her back because she helped him in the beginning. But it's very rare to come across a man that actually keeps his word on that. So I think a lot of people were confused by that. She came across as if she was being entitled, but she should have definitely made that known that she helped him in the beginning to get his business started, and that is why he feels obligated to look after her financially. So that makes sense to me. That's all that I have regarding this video. I would love your thoughts and opinions, so make sure you comment them down below. And if you're new here, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are notified for when I upload. Also, give this video a thumbs up. This is Real Talk with Yoni, and I will see you guys in my next video.